believe this is par for the course the past few years. I'd have to go back and double check just to make sure, but we did lose a league game in December, which breaks up the clean sheet. We're no longer invincible. You know what? We can check on that right now, as a matter of fact. So, December 8th of this year, last year was May. The year before that, we got it out of the way early. We lost in August, and then we lost again in February. The year before that, we were invincible. The year before that was November. I'll take that as a close to December here. The year before that, we were invincible. Had a few draws. Then December there, and October there, and then in March, and that was in September, and then again in March. So this year it wasn't really a surprise with all the games we've been playing. It catches up to us sooner or later. And in this case, it caught up to us just a little bit later, but still, especially after we drew against Rabbit Nikki, and then 4 days later, I knew we had a game against Balasica. They're a decent squad. I mean, they're in third place at the moment. They're 7 points behind us. But we still have 2 games in hand, which is even more amazing. It was inevitable. It's bound to happen. So the one thing I am happy with, though, is that if you look, we had 20,000 home fans for the Rabbit Nikki match. We had 20,000 home fans for the Scoopy match. We had, where'd it go? 20,000, no, that's away. 18,000 for the home match against Valorenga, which was nice. But the fact of drawing 20,000 home fans for league games is very, very cool. So today we're playing Lille, and it's interesting to say the least. I've spent about 10 minutes looking at the math and everything going on here, and frankly, it's late. My brain hurts. The glasses just make me look smart, I swear. And we need to beat Lille. If we beat Lille, things are golden. If we draw, that's when things get really, really interesting. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. So we're going to have Spasov on goal, Tasevsky, Nazimov, Bazanovsky, and Barty as the defensive back four, Trachkov, Oda, and Ilyevsky as the midfielders, Demi as the attacking mid, Basevsky and Tusha up top as the strikers. And that's because Gabriel and a couple others have yellow cards. Too many yellow cards, and they are ineligible for the game. So Gabriel is suspended. He's now wanted by 27 different clubs. Ajax, Arsenal, Benfica, Braga, Dinamo, Copenhagen, Liverpool, Nice, Sheffield United, Standard, Sporting. We got 2.5 good years out of him. I'm sorry I wasn't able to use him more and put him to better use, but where's Bozanovsky? Gabriel's there. Bozanovsky's also out, isn't he? So it's not our strongest squad. It's still a good squad, but it's not our strongest squad. Looks like they're playing their B squad, judging from the regens. Just want a solid match. We've got less than 10,000 fans here, it looks like. Why are we not drawing people? Athumi to Hyde. Hildy, maybe. Selleck. Gordon. Hildy. Selleck crosses the top of the box. Blocked. Spasov plucks it out of the air. Legia is beating Bohemians. Lakush. What the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? Truffert gets it up to Lakush. Barty gets in front of him, taps it to Bozanovsky, who's not paying attention in the slightest. And Lakush just follows up and... Mother. Ilyevsky holds it up. Back to Barty. Barty crosses it in, knocked away. Oda's going to run it down, though. Oda gives it away. Fofana to Lakush. Bumps it up to Althumi. Althumani, one-on-one with Spasov. Not what I was... Is that Bozanovsky? That's Nazimov. Trashkov. Let's get something before the half, guys. Oda, Ilievsky, Demi, Vasevsky, Tusha, back to Tasevsky, back to Trashkov. Crosses it in. Ilievsky's there, and it's off the crossbar and over. Just past 60 minutes in, we're going to make a couple of changes here. Oda's going to have to come off because he's gassed. Get Bosnovsky off because of the yellow card and bring on Markovsky. Do we bring off Ilievsky now? Yeah, we're going to bring on Markovsky. Really? There's going to be no highlights this second half. Lille got their 2 goals. They're just going to sit back. Gonzalez bombs it forward. Nazimov misplays it. Somehow Lille ends up with the ball again. Bob back to Truffert. Hilde to Gay. Althamani to Bob to Gay. Spasov, a nice save. Corner kick. Nazimov steals the ball. Bomb it forward, buddy. Demi heads it back to Barty. Demi was offsides. That. Bentano to Fofana to Hild. It's probably Hyde, and I'm saying Hild because I think there's an L there. Nazimov wins the header, but it goes right to Gay. Out to Mani to Gay. Mani feeds Gay. Not what I was expecting, fellas. Question is, did we qualify? And we did, on 8 points, because of goal differential over Legia. Qualified for the first knockout round. No idea who we're playing. We'll see if we can find that out here in a minute. Received a decent amount of money. That was really, really annoying. And just a couple of really stupid mistakes. I can tell we've been playing way too many games because the guys are making stupid mistakes like that. It is unflipping real. They had a plan. They executed it well. Gouverne is absolutely 100% correct there. 12-16. And we've got Tedix offline. Where the heck got moved? Didn't we have a league game against something or other? We were supposed to have a cup match. There it is. Against Velzarini. But the draw for the first round will be before that. So I'll be back with a draw here in just a bit. We got Banik Ostrava. That is interesting. They are in the Czech division. They're a pretty good squad, but the Czech division is a stronger version of the Macedonian division. I did a offline save here for a little bit, just testing some stuff out for a potential future save. And they're good. I mean, they're 14th in the world. They've got some very good players. If you finish first in the league, you go directly to the group stage. No, it's Cup path through qualifying round. Second place goes to second path qualifying round. Third place is Euro Cup. Fourth place is Euro Cup 2. Fifth place is Euro Cup 2 as well. So, but their league rules are kind of similar, and their squad strength is fairly similar as well. Although Banik Ostrava is one of the better clubs there. They have a good estimated value. They got some nice players. All that said, it's definitely a winnable series. We need some help. I will be the first to admit that. But I like our chances. want to take too many chances. Plus, I know Bank Ostrava is coming up in February. We've got 2 very winnable matches after this, but one's 3 days from now. But I'd much rather win the Cup quarterfinal than I would playing the B squad and risk a loss. So we're going to Spasov in goal. Tasevsky, Markovsky, Serafimov, and Barty is the defensive back for Markovsky, Gabriel, and Blazevsky is the midfielders. Ilyevsky is the attacking mid behind Blazevsky, and we're going to have Zoran Tasov up top because we need an under 21 on the squad. Bring Bosnowski up to replace my grayed out keeper there. The coach recommended we played a very... the heck that was. My assistant coach recommended we played a very attacking game. So that is what we're going to do. Serafimov to Gabriel. Over to Blazevsky. Long pass. Tasevsky volleys it over. Blazevsky heads it in. I don't know that that ball touched the ground after it left Gabriel's foot. Blazevsky, volley, header. Wow. Okay. Serafimov was pushed. Blazevsky's going to take the challenge here. And he puts it away easily. I can't tell if they have a uniform glitch going on or if it's just their uniform. Probably a bit of both. Got next to no people in the stands. Tasevsky on the throw-in. Knocked away. Andonovsky to Jovanov. Dispossessed by Markovsky. Ilyevsky. Markovsky to Gabriel. Gabriel to Tasevsky. And Davkov, rather. Decent save. Serafimov to Gabriel. Out to Barty. Barty, long pass to Tasev. One-on-one. Rounds the keeper. Hits the post. It's going to be that sort of game, isn't it? I mean, we're 2 up. I mean, it's not really in doubt. We've had 13 shots, 5 on target. Somebody fouled somebody. Gabriel from distance. And he hits it off the crossbar and over. Markovsky to Gabriel. Or to Blazevsky. Knocked away. Markovsky has it down to Markovsky. Gabriel up to Ilyevsky. Knocked away by Spazovsky. Jovanov. Is that our Jovanov? I don't think so. Back to Spazovsky. Spazovsky. Kuzevsky. Spazovsky. Simonovic. Knocked away. Serafimov to Markovsky. Up to Markovsky. Over to Tasevsky. Tasev. Tasevsky. Tasev. Centers it. Oh, nice. Ilyevsky. Oh, nice save by Davkov. And, wow. Okay, that was an unfortunate sequence of events for Velzerimi. And they're saying he was offsides. So they got lucky. Whew. Ilyevsky, one-on-one. And Spasov, or Davkov, a nice save. Spasovsky launches it forward. Markovsky has it down to Markovsky. Gabriel taps up to Ilyevsky. Digs it to Tasev, who puts it away for his 6th goal of the season. This kid's got a future. I suspect in the grand scheme of things, we're like Veshatuta, and if all my strikers are here, Tasov is probably right here, which in the grand scheme of things is still really, really good. Because I swear, of the 10 best strikers that have Macedonian nationality, 6 of them have been starters for Vardar at some point in time during the course of the save. Simonovic gets the ball back to Davkov. He launches it forward. Serafimov heads it down. Gabriel to Ilyevsky. Markovsky. Markovsky back to Serafimov. Gabriel. Ilyevsky. Blazevsky. Barty on the right. Crosses it. Tasev gets there eventually. Says it. Oh, Tasevsky hits it and went off the post. Jovanov back and forth. Is it their player that's injured? I believe so. Gabriel intercepts the ball. Gets it to Basevsky. Spasov by the defender. Evades the tackle. Rounds. Oh, no, he doesn't round the keeper. A very nice save by Davkov. And Danovsky heads the ball away. Basevsky. Tasev. Tries feeding Basevsky, but Buki ends up with it. Gets it back to Davkov. Out to Spazovsky. Back to Davkov. Launches it forward. Headed down by Serafimov. Blazevsky to Basevsky. Ilyevsky. Tasev, and he scores his 7th goal of the season. You know, the game's not really in doubt. We're going to take our foot off the gas here. We'll put it back down to balance when I have the moment, when I have the chance. Pull off Gabriel and probably a couple of the other guys. We will do that now. We're very attacking down to balanced. Tactics subs. Bring on Babbage for Barty. Jasevsky's going to have to stay on. That's fine. Bring on Nazimov for Gabriel. I'm going to get Basevsky off and bring on Demi. "82 minutes, and we finally have a highlight. Buki. Davkov. Palaski. Simonovic. Rexepi. All the way back to Davkov. Davkov bombs it forward. Serafimov. Decent first touch from the big man. Spasov. Serafimov. Markovsky. Nazimov. Markovsky. Back to Markovsky. Out to Tasevsky. Tasevsky loads of space. Gets it up to Tasev. Feeds it to Demi. Demi to Blazevsky. Ilyevsky never stopped running. And Davkov, another nice save. Granted, we've put 4 past it, but he's had a really nice game. And that is the game. Tasev, a brace of goals. Basevsky, a brace of goals. Solid one for us. Now, Venezia are interested. Save the game here. And now comes a very interesting part of the save, the January transfer window. I guarantee you Gabriel is not going to be here when we come back to play Bannica Ostrava. There's no way. He's got too many teams interested in him, and his release clause is so freaking low. It was the clause I could sign him to when I was able to re-sign him to the contract he is on now. And it's literally like 1.9 million. So the clubs are going to beat that, no problem. I bet if I was to list him for 25 or 30 million, I might have a couple of takers. He's had a really good season for us too. 23 stars, 2 off the bench, 7 goals, 6 assists, 3 players in the match. It's just one of those quirks of Football Manager. Showed up out of the blue. I was lucky to land him. This little game is going to be annoying. It says we had, well, okay, we have a big stadium. It looked half empty, and it was half empty because we had 18,200 people there, and a stadium sits 34,000. So slightly more than half empty. A good match against Velzarimi. We just hit the gas and never stopped. Tasev is turning into a fine young striker. He's got some potential. His technicals are improving. I would love if his physicals improved a little bit. What are we doing here? Attacking movement. I might be able to change that to pace and acceleration. So, but he definitely has some potential up top, and I'm okay playing him a few games. He'll probably get the match. He'll probably get the start here against Tedix if he's at least match fit. Tusha's out with a concussion. Todorov's out with a twisted ankle. We got Banik Ostrava coming up in February. The question is, how much of this squad is going to be there to see it? Because Basevsky's wanted by some very good squads. Carlos is going to be leaving. He's wanted by 28 clubs. Demi's wanted by a decent amount of clubs. Basevsky's wanted by RFS, but he's not going anywhere. Mitev's wanted. Other players are wanted. I need a backup defensive left back at the bare minimum. It's going to be an interesting offseason. It's going to be an interesting January vacation, January transfer window. Man, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. As much as I would like to keep some of these guys, I just know it's not going to be possible, and the best thing I can do is get as much money as I can for the club. So that's what we're probably going to end up doing. So, not the best match against Lille, but a good match against Velzerimi. We're still in the cup. I like our chances against Banik Ostrava. I'm thinking I'm also being a bit too positive-minded there, but I can't be fatalistic about it. You know, we're trying to get as far as we can this season, and we need to get by him. So we're going to do our level best to do that. So we're going to come back for that. That's going to be our next match. It's going to be home and away, or away and home, I should say, at Banik Ostrava in the Euro Cup 2 first knockout round. And we're going to do what we can to pull a Velzerimi on him. So all that said, if you did like what you see and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM22. Thank you very much for watching.